I'm excited to watch him play the next game.
P's and B's.
Let's do it. Game number 2, guys. AFK versus Eager coming your way right meow.
Speaking of meow, you think we're going to see the Bastet run back?
No. No, I don't.
Poignant right there, Bart.
I don't. I really don't. I do think that we should see this, though, which is the Chibalanka ban coming out of Eager in the first 100%. Ban position. AFK will take the second ban and final pick position here as the Red Squad.
We're going to see Amir get banned away again, assuming that Polar Bear Mike's going to be playing to his name. The Yeti Frost Giant monster looking thing gets taken out again. Bart.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I know what you do here, Brandon.
Bart. So Athena, strangely going to be taken away from Eager. I thought they were going to try to pick this one. I really thought they were going to force that onto AFK. Let's see what AFK demands for their final pick, and it's going to be Neath. Zatman, definitely. It was the Zatman and Polar Bear Mike show in the last game, both of which had really good games, and Zatman's going to have to pick something else this time. Geb, going to be locked in for Mike very early on. Strange.
Considering that his combo was as good as it was,
yeah,
I don't know that you necessarily need to prioritize it, but still, he is the new member. And AFK is going to go back to Bellona here, even though it was modest on weekend.
I think that is the best way to put it. I mean, it was 40 minutes into the game, and he did less than 8,000 damage as a frontline warrior with a massive damage steroids. Like, Isis going to be locked in. That, to me, was the Eager pick. I'm very surprised that they didn't go for it this time. And with Kiki having this, perhaps, we can't really knock the Nuwa too much. Those late game ultimates were really, really great starts to the fight. Applying Spear and Gem to everybody.
Well, there we go. Bellona, Isis, as you mentioned, the two of them, a lot of big circles, a lot of zone control there out of the two, but they can't really set up shop there as the Geb Blink initiation always going to be a threat. Janus selected for Eager as well. That's going to be last as God. We don't see Janus really played in the soul lane anymore. Not a thing.
No, not really. I mean, his big strength is getting to Gold Fury very, very quickly, being able to rotate to duo or solo very quickly. Shutting that in half is going to hurt. Rama getting locked in. I love this pick for Zatman. Love it. Anything that gives Zatman like better defense is great because, I mean, as a player, his aggression and offense stat is through the roof. So giving him a little bit of defense can only help his playstyle. So this, very, very smart coming out from Eager so far. Really great comp. Sylvanus going to be locked in for even more circles.
Yeah, and it gives them the nice kind of counter initiation or initiation opportunity outside of the Geb there. Similar style of ultimates between the two of them. Ram here for Zatman, and no hunter selected yet for AFK. There is still the strategy that says put Bellona in the dual lane that we saw Epsilon run, especially against a god like Ram that's entirely in-hand focused. Humbots, final ban.
I think the Humbots ban's really smart here, considering the fact that it's unlikely to see them go back into Bastet. Notably, though, Thor still on the table.
True.
Wheelish just got banned, and I know nothing about Smite anymore.
Especially considering they don't have any leapers yet drafted on AFK. It just goes to show you how well Cyclone's been played that one.
Yeah, that's the real dangers. Last time he picked that into, like, Bastet, right, who has 2 jumps.
I think that's Anatoly going, guys, come on. Not again. Make him win with something else. I mean,
unfortunately for Anatoly, it doesn't matter what Cyclone picks. That's the danger. Chronos going to be locked in here. Now,
Fenrir? Fenrir's been the dude that we've seen crush Chronos.
I mean, Thor's on the table, right? I mean, how could it not be Thor or Serket?
No, Thor for the... Or no. I'm sorry, Fenrir for AFK as their soul laner against Chronos.
Oh, it's possible. But yes, there is Thor, as expected. A rather strange comp from Eager. Not a lot of major defense, not a lot of major offense, mostly looking at a lot of mobility and hitting people from the sky. Top side, you're looking at major team fight control. You got Eagle's Rally, Circular Protection with the Silence and the Spirit Ball, Sylvanus Blink Ultimate with the Root and the Heal, Medusa with the best objective control, and now Bastet.
Okay.
All right, so
solo lane Bastet.
We're opening up the bets. Is it going to be solo lane Bellona, solo lane Bastet?
No.
Solo lane Bellona?
It's solo lane Bastet.
You think so?
I do.
I'm going to take Bellona on that.
Egg and cheese on it?
I think... Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, you heard it here on Smite Game. 14,000 witnesses or how many people got in chat.
Yeah, we're going to
You're buying me a bacon, egg, and cheese. This is a solo lane Bastet. Yes, it is!
Cyclone.
Oh, man, I'm excited.
Damn it.
Extra crispy. So here we go. It's Eager versus AFK Gaming. Second time around the carousel here. Eager in the blue trunks, bottom side of the minimap, left side of the spectator UI. And we Anatoly in the solo lane as the time primordial of Chronos. Dare to care. Whoa. Reverse the record. Purple pot start for Chronos in the solo lane, Anatoly there.
Okay, so again, I go back to that at Cyclone Spin.
Right. Yeah,
you really don't want to build pots against Cyclone Spin?
That's where I'm at, too.
Because it's like 450 gold, and if he gets first blood, it's now worth 1,000.
Derek will be your jungler for Eager as Thor. Lastest in the mid lane is Janus. Polar Bear Mike, the latest addition, along with the old-time Zapman. In the duo lane...
Wait, rewind. I just wanted you to do it
Polar
again.
Bear Mike as replacement, and Zapman, of course, in the duo lane as Ram. Their opponents are known as AFK Gaming and Cyclone Spin in the solo lane as Bast. Weekend of the Jungle once again as Bellona. Kiki so cheeky with his signature Isis this time around. In con plus allied makes your duo as Sylvanus and Medusa.
Starting the game here, minions have spawned. We're not seeing the triple can start from anyone. Nope, I lied. 2 on the top side here, both of them going for triple can
You always
start.
miss the top side start.
I always do it. I always look at bottom first. I try to make these claims, and they're just wrong.
Just your natural position.
But both the abilities have been used there. Weekend, though, going to be able to keep the cleave here. They should be able to get to lane pretty quickly. So on the bottom side, Anatoly and Dare to Care are doing blue and then speed, and then we'll send them to separate lanes, right?
Yeah.
But at this point, Anatoly has a purple pot and is coming into lane late.
So,
which is dangerous
the
at the very best.
The Chronos Bastet matchup just in general here. I mean, it just seems like Razor Whip
She gets free poke.
and Scratch is just really good. It reminds me actually of that Osiris Apollo-ish kind of matchup, same kind of idea, right? Like, yeah, hunters are great, and these kind of characters are really good as long as they're not getting paired with something that has really aggressive, very guaranteed poke.
Right, like Bastet. You really can't miss Razor Whip. It is one of the hardest abilities to dodge. The blind spot is very small.
So, I mean, if Anatoly wins this game with Purple Pot Chronos, I mean, if he wins his lane, then, I mean, the whole kind of idea of him not being the best laner and really being more of a team fighter goes out the window, because this is the most all-in thing I've seen in a long time in a Smite game.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he is really looking to end Cyclone's career early on in this game, and it's not going to be an easy feat. It's extremely risky, and honestly, the reward is they shut down Bastet, right? The risk is they have no solo laner.
Right, yeah, and even, I mean, is the Purple Pot something you buy to dominate the lane, really?
And if he's going to go into the Doom Orb, he's slowing his timers down big time.
I blame Kret.
I mean, it's not about like a coaching perspective. It's just like, will it work out? I mean, unless he finds a kill with this item, he's 450 gold behind. That's just what it comes down to.
That Purple Pot is a purchase that, I mean, it seems theory crafted. It seems like it's a Kretish.
Let's check over in the solo lane right now as Bastet's getting pretty deep here. She's going to actually begin her rotation. I saw her hit level 5, and I thought she was going in.
Yeah, go right back in there and try to dive. Full minion wave, I mean, it could have been an okay play, but if Cyclone Spin didn't do it, we can be pretty sure it was probably not the right play.
That's true. I mean, Anatoly did hit 5 and had the rewind coming up. Yeah. I just expected that there would have been a better shot there, but I did forget Anatoly did wind up getting all 3 camps as well.
Yeah, he's going to hit right at the same time. So the mirror starts working out okay for Eager here. Once again, we're going to see AFK with a very, very modest gold lead at the early stages of the game. Mid-camp's coming up in about 20 seconds. You'll see, and they're going to pull both members of the duo lane here for AFK, shoving the wave up, and they'll have a nice, strong contest this left side camp, right side. All 5 members here.
You can't contest Medusa. That's the problem. If you aim yourself where you need to aim to be able to hit these, Allied's going to ult you, and you are going to die.
We got a first shot route coming out as well. Oh, Thor ultimate invested here.
Boom,
Medusa ultimate comes out. It's going to hit all 3, and they're turned to stone. Last is in a lot of trouble. Back to his portal he goes, but I think there was someone waiting in the mid lane as well. Just on the mark was the pull there. Yes, indeed. Last is picked up by the Kitty Cyclone Spin. Perfect timing on that rotation. It's 2 members drop, even with the Thor ultimate invested for Team Eager. The call there, a little bit off the mark, and they give a first blood +1. Good news, Chronos didn't die.
Yeah, right.
Bad news, mid lane jungler died.
The issue here is that what could they have expected? My big problem with that is, what could Eager have expected to happen? They grouped up as 3 when they knew Allied rotated. What was Allied's choice besides hit everyone with this giant AoE ability that you can't really miss?
Well, his option would have been run away back to the lane because I hate kills.
Hope that was his mindset, right?
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it.
Take a look at Anatoly versus Cyclone here. Anatoly even gold right now with Cyclone Spin. The issue is that he's technically 450 gold behind.
I'm not sure that Eager maybe knew that he was there. I mean, surely the Thor could have seen it, but maybe just a little bit of communication lapse, right? I mean, the call was probably made, and Dare to Care had to go in even though he knew Medusa was there. It had to be something like that because, yeah, I mean, there's no reason why you would want to fight into a Medusa at level 5. Double, you're going to get the double hit there. Bludgeon over the top as well. Isis ultimate invested in AFK. They're off to a much more AFK-esque start.
It almost seemed to me that Kiki did that play exactly how Lassus did in the last game, but it resulted in kills, right? Like, he was like, this is how you do this.
Snapped his fingers.
I could see him snapping his fingers.
Oh, yeah, he's a finger snapper for sure.
But right there, another
Cheeky.
big steal.
He's a cheeky guy.
He is. Look at Derricare's health. And the fact that, once again... he's dead.
Oh, yeah,
he's
you're
guaranteed dead.
Not enough mana for the ultimate.
He got the use out of the pot, though. I mean, it would have been down in 20 seconds.
Yeah, if you are going to die, it's better that it's at the 5-minute mark instead of the 2-minute mark here. But yeah, the second that he didn't have enough mana to rewind, in goes the cats. Up goes Thor here. Derricare, no way re-engages.
That's an escape.
He's too low already. Yeah, forced back with this one. And it's at a good time as well for Kiki. Very, very low in mana. He'll be able to just recall right away. No threat from the Thor at this point into this one. And you can see, wow, look at that slide. Almost 4,000 experience very, very early. Almost 1,000 XP a minute going the way of... that's pretty hyperbolic, but it's 3,500 in 5 minutes.
It's actually not that far off.
It's 700 a minute.
It's pretty high.
Yeah.
And remember, guys, that's without a Gold Fury. That Gold Lean is off 4 kills, mid-camp's jungle control, and mainly to me now against Cyclone. It looks like he's up by 650 gold, or 550 gold, but it's actually 1,000. Remember, that pot did not equal out to anything in the early game. He is completely off his timers. Anatoly has a long time. Let's check gold in hand,
rewind
actually.
Here, I think, right? Waiting to use it very, very long.
No,
yeah, and he's going to have to eat the entire rotation again out of Bastet. He's going to get some nice poke out of this one, actually getting out quite a bit ahead, but he does eat that big cooldown, 120 seconds on that rewind ultimate for Chronos at level 1. So, Cyclone spin. He forces it out. Then he loses some HP in the process, but a 2-level advantage. I had to whisper. Big deal.
Left side here. Darren Lassus trying to keep them out here. They reset it. This one's going to go to AFK.
Oh, in comes Sylvanus, knocking up Derricare. Eagles rally over the top. No beads available. Mjolnir's a 2-man. Doesn't matter. Stunned out nicely there. We can get credited for that kill. Now 5 kills in favor of AFK. Both side camps still up here. Bastet looking to zone them out. And AFK perfectly willing and ready to give up those mid camps in favor of a Gold Fury contest here. Isis ultimate is down. They're going to be backing off for the moment. Polar Mike slowed, hit by the Spirit Ball as well. Silence now, can't go back through as you mentioned, and he is dead. They lose their Guardian.
And Cyclone spin with the juke. Zatman looking to close it out. 1, 2, needs the third, but no. Lassus will find it.
Well, he doesn't hit weaken though, and he's going to get rooted right as he falls. Zatman with no roll available. Oh, just in time. But Bellona, what are you going to do? Bellona with a range there. Derricare just off timing.
Weaken's dead.
To actually prevent that kill from happening.
Weaken's not dead. Weaken's dead.
Well, no mana. Okay, Weaken's dead.
They're going to lose the Gold Fury for that chase, though, it seems. Incon getting pretty low here. No one else is tanking it. That was almost the worst play of the SPL.
My God.
That was almost the worst play of the SPL.
The cojones.
It was so close.
Yeah. Wow. I can't believe that. I mean, either Incon is a math wizard, or he just has guts of steel.
Going back, I mean, granted, she does static damage, and he could tell him, I could take 2 more hits. Like, maybe it was Incon knowing his stuff. But what I really wanted to talk about there is when you go, and we got a timeout coming out from Eager, you watch a tournament for a game that's up and coming, or maybe a scene that's undeveloped, and one of the biggest things between commentators from a professional perspective and maybe a newer perspective is sometimes commentators just want to yell, "Oh my God," or "Oh," over and over and over. And me and Bart basically just did that. We're just both like, "Oh my God."
No, I want to talk about it.
Oh, wow. That was very close. But AFK dropping 2 kills in the last engagement, finding their own, plus the mid camps, plus the Gold Fury, extend their lead now to about 4,000 gold at 8 minutes.
That's 500 gold a minute.
Thanks, Bart.
It's not 1,000.
No.
I was wrong before.
But we were talking about experience before.
I apologize.
Let's look at experience now. Wow, that's basically 1,000 gold, or experience. Damn.
Get out of here, Brandon. 5,800 experience, though. 8 kills to 2. Weekend hunting for more. Anatoly.
Anatoly does not sniff
contemplating
this
the realities of life.
Neither one used ultimates there.
Eagles
Cats.
rally, kitties. Bye-bye. No way out of this one.
The only way for him to escape this.
Hey,
oh, wow, they're really
Sylvanus
going
ultimate
for
as well.
This. Toly's not alive. Okay. Incon taking some damage here. They're investing a lot, but Kiki's finally in there. Silence, throwing down the Spirit Ball. Gonna not be enough there. Circle of Protection will heal up a little bit of Cyclone Spin, but not really get the kill Is someone going to jump over the wall?
Nah.
It's hard being a caster sometimes.
Whoa, Janus moving forward there.
Lassus
Very
might have just
aggressively
killed
as
himself.
Lassus. No, he's going to beads right on time. That mark, or that pull off the mark as well. Didn't matter. Beads was still active there.
What level were the beads there? That's the big question.
Beads 1.
That's a 3-minute cooldown.
Yeah, big 3-minute cooldown used, but it does keep him alive. But they will lose their jungle here. And we'll see if AFK realizes that red buff's up as well.
Dare's out of mana.
Hey, I can't believe
Cyclone recognizes it. He's going to try to bait.
He wants to fight here. Has that blue buff slow coming out as well. The damage over the top.
That's
and yeah,
it.
Weekend should be able to secure this one with bludgeon. Baited.
Cyclone is one of the few players in the world, and I know I harp on this guy a lot, but I mean, he never stops impressing us. As soon as he threw that shot, he's like, you don't have mana to fight me.
Zatman trying to make a play here to get the team back into this one. He's going to roll forward, activate the Steroid as well, taking the pot shots from Allied. Allied forced to run, though.
What
He's going to
are you
stone
looking
out
at?
Lassus. One shot to do it, and there's a statue for you. Allied now going to use it to try to prevent some in-hand damage. Zatman, he's going to get that attack speed slow, and we'll go down to the Wing Gust from Kiki. Not done yet is AFK. One more Spear Ball could set up another set of plays, but nothing just yet. Zatman over-aggressing an Allied, making up for it nicely.
For those of you who have tried the Xbox One version of Smite, they'll tell you, any person at the top of the metagame in Xbox One will tell you, you must play at a high sensitivity to deal with things like Kraken and most notably Medusa's Stone Gaze Ultimate. Lass is right there. One of the most celebrated competitive players in Smite's history didn't turn around in time. Think about the sensitivity and immediacy that you must have on a controller to get out of that ultimate.
Unless you buy the thing that lets you put in a keyboard and mouse and your Xbox.
Gandhi's very mad
And
at
then you
you
just
right
play
now.
on like, yeah, you play 8,000 DPI and 700 sensitivity and
Do
just,
like 1080s.
yeah, you just do 1080s. You play on a magic card mat too, so you have, it's 14 inches to turn around or whatever.
I will dodge this. Maybe.
You're like
I might
Neo in the
spin
Matrix.
around.
All right, here we go. Dare to carries. Look at the damage from Cyclone Spin, really using that Bastet passive nicely to get all the bonus damage out, forcing Dare to carry out of the fight for the moment. It's a huge disparity in levels as well. 5 levels between the solo laner from AFK and the jungler from Eager. To make it very hard for Thor to do what he wants to do. It's also going to make it very hard for them to hold anybody out. E-Staff, look at that. That's a second item. No, that's a first item E-Staff for... This is theory.
I think that's GG.
That's theory, right? I mean,
I know, there's no theory to support
it's like,
it.
I'm going to go purple pot into E-Staff. Like, it's that there's some kind of build-up here that they were looking for, but I think it's just going to be too late.
Really not.
Thor ultimately going to be invested, but he doesn't have the distance to find Cyclone Spin. Will get the stun, but Beads and walked away. Kitty's there to block the hole.
He's like an anime character. He has plot armor.
Yeah, use the cats right as the stun came out, blocking actually the distance between the wall and the world collision there, so they couldn't get through.
That was like watching Naruto versus Gaara. Like, there was no reason for Gaara to lose that fight.
Yeah, Gaara OP.
Spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, if you haven't watched the second
Episode
season
like
of Naruto
60.
yet.
Get out of here.
Well, AFK unchecked all the way down the left side here. They have a great contest onto this tier 2. It will be easily confirmed for them. No. There's a Janus portal coming through, looking for the big play. You guys call it the dropship, but it's really the Nidus Canal, isn't it? As Weekend, well, he's going to eat the CC chain from Mike, but no real follow-up there. Dare to care. He's dumped his spells. Lassus isolated a little bit
away
here.
from the portal, too. Jeez.
And that Spirit Ball for good measure on a Polar Bear Mike. And a Wing
Mike's
Gust.
in some trouble here.
I don't think... Oh, yes, that slow hitting is in quite a bit of trouble. The wall nicely placed by Dare to care there.
But Spirit Ball's up in 2.
1, 2, 3. No.
Got him!
Yes, Spirit Ball is there nicely. Wow, just the plays out of Kiki. I think you're right. I mean, I think Lassus' pick of Isis was to keep it out of Kiki's hands.
Yeah. I mean, Lassus played one of the best Isises that we've ever seen from not Mace to the Face or not Kiki. But then you put it in Kiki's hands, and it's just like absolute destruction.
What can Eager do to get back into this one? Tier 2 getting assaulted here. AFK looking just so resilient. 13 minutes into this one, 13 kills.
I think the analysis to this is Dunsky's.
Dunsky's?
This is F6 territory. They have complete control. Zatman's really far behind. They have no carry potential with Anatoly having E-Staff. Like, there's no theory crafting to support the build. Like, it's just... This one is looking over.
Maybe they have a Kredish for the ethereal staff.
That's just the worst thing.
Thor initiation, here he comes. Dare to care trying to make the plays. AFK backing away from it nicely, though. No real follow-up.
This is going to be a
Thor
wipe into
dunk.
F6.
Yeah, here comes Cyclone Spin. Backside, they haven't spotted him just yet. Razor Whip onto 3. Pounds onto 3 as well. Oh my god, the damage from the Bastet is just so fed at this stage in the game. Everyone burning down. Cats used really late in that fight. Doesn't matter. 4 members dead. Only Janus surviving. And a Chronos as well, but he's likely to fall. Down he does go. Chased down by Cyclone Spin. F6. 13 minutes, 40 seconds. AFK Gaming. I mean, there's some verb there that's right. Runs through, crushes, decimates, dominates.
Annihilates. Destruction.
I think that was just a hangover from game one, right? A 40-minute game, really contentious against a really, really top team. Almost prove yourself as this real contender in North America.
And then they went all in the beginning, dropped it.
Yeah, and then took like that kind of like, let's snowball the early game. Didn't get it.
See, I definitely wasn't expecting either game. I didn't expect Eager to contend as well, and I didn't expect them to get stomped in 10 minutes.
No, I agree. I mean, I think it's very hard to kind of get that second game.
If we take the mean of the two games, we were right on point. Let's start here with the first blood coming up in here in just a second, and we're going to show kind of how things got...
2 kills, really, right away here. Zap.
Allied.
Yeah.
And like I said, right before the fight started, I'm like, there was no reason for them to group up against Allied. They cannot fight.
Yeah.
Early game Stone Gaze is likely one of the best abilities of the game. It is almost on point with how strong Waxing Moon is, except it's coming out of a Hunter.
It's no Intoxicate, though. Box's ultimate still takes cake for me.
No, Waxing Moon.
Let's take a look at the jungle control, guys, and see it was indeed quite dominant for AFK. 68% of the camps taken in their direction. Only 32% going to Eager in this contest. Powers were split. Speed, really where you see that invade coming out. Speeds and mids, 83% apiece there. 100% of the Gold Furies. Fire Giant taken by neither team. But speed, mid camps, the kind of the two most important camps that there are. AFK has 80% control.
For me, I mean, I got to assume the fans at home of Eager are getting tired of hearing Cyclone Spin's name. But as we get into the player game, and we haven't heard from production... No player of the game, apparently. It was apparently too short. Then I'm giving it to Cyclone Spin.
Why not? Yeah, let's give it to Cyclone Spin.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Let's give it to Incon, because he is your Curse Voice interview in Continental. Riley, you there?
Hey guys, how you doing?
We wanted to ask Incon about something, right? What
you
was
did
that?
want to ask Incon about something.
What was that?
How are you?
The Sobek ultimate.
Yeah.
No one's near you. You're at 7/8 mana, and you did a Sobek ult in the duo lane.
In game one.
What was that?
Well, you see, what happened was I got the audio cue for the ghosts that were around, and I had to make sure that I saved Allied, and I had to sacrifice it for the team, man.
Okay, got you. So you lagged a little bit, and then there was an audio cue, and you just went into the waters.
All right.
Got you. So
we have skins for that, by the way.
This is your practice partner here. Did you guys kind of suspend scrims for this week? How did that go? How did you prepare for this game?
Yeah, we decided that this week it would just be best to not scrim each other. We didn't want any hostility between us as we're both, preparing for the games. We didn't want things to be too serious between us. So we split off and scrimmed some other teams, but, we're going to get back to scrimming each other. We're still scrim partners and great friends.
So would you be willing to tell us a little bit about maybe what, if any, picks during these two games were something that you hadn't really brought out against them in scrims, if anything? Was there anything that you picked specifically for this matchup that you prepared knowing that they wouldn't be ready?
I mean, when it comes down to it, Cyclone picks whatever he thinks is going to work that particular match, and so you never really know what he's going to pick. Even in scrims, he'll pick 20 other characters, but then he breaks out these two characters in in the competitive play. So it's hard to practice against him, and we didn't really play Sobek that much against Eager last week when we played them. That was something that we more played this week.
I almost feel like he picked Bastet just because Dare did in the previous game.
Yeah, I did.
I know Cyclone Spin. I talked to him a lot, and I can almost guarantee that that's why he did it. Just like, I'm going to show him.
Yeah, so Incon, also, I want to ask you a little bit about Kiki and Isis here. And so we saw Lassus drafted in the first game. Is that something, do you think that was to keep it out of Kiki's hands, given how strong it was in game number 2? Have you guys been seeing Eager play Isis a lot in scrims? What was kind of the Isis seemed to kind of be the most contentious pick in this one?
She's a very strong character. She brings an extreme amount of crowd control, not to mention her ultimate, one of the best zoning techniques in the game, healing, protections, whatever you want for objectives. A very strong character, and Kiki is really known for playing the Isis. I think it was a very smart pick from Eager in game 1 to take it away from Kiki and also give themselves a great pick at the same time. So,
right on.
I think if they weren't going to pick it, they should have banned it. I mean, Kiki's Isis is
it's very, very
unbelievable.
Good. Well, Incon, thank you for joining us, man. Any call-outs or shout-outs before we let you go?
Shout out to Eager for being great competition and great friends. And Zap, hope to see you in Brazil with us. Can't wait to see you there. And thank you to all the fans for watching our games and their continued support.
Cool, man. When do you guys leave for Brazil?
We leave for Brazil on Tuesday.
Exciting. Sao Paulo Masters, the best of LATAM in Brazil, going up against AFK, our champions from North America from split number 1. That one coming your way this week as well, guys. But before we go, that does conclude our coverage for today of the games. But we're going to wrap
week 4,
up.
actually.
And week 4, right? Moving into week 5, Europe at the end of week 4. Titan and Fnatic tied at the top, 6-2 apiece. London Conspiracy and Epsilon tied in the 3rd, 4th position at 5-3 apiece. And then we have a tie, my God, for the 5th and 6th position as well. Trig, Esports, and Team Dignitas at 4-4. Night's Watch finding. I'm sorry. Night's Watch, no wins just yet. Upcoming Stars, 2 wins this split.
Yeah, but the Night's Watch, I think their watch has ended at this point. Mathematically, I don't see them being able to make it to LAN.
No, really unlikely.
Very shame. Very big shame. What's crazy is you see a team with 0-8, and you would think like, wow, they're getting decimated, but their games are always fairly
close,
competitive.
They are indeed. Let's take a look at the North American standings through 4 weeks here, guys, as Eager drops to AFK, catapulting AFK to the second place position. Uncontested at 6-2, 8-0 for Cloud9, the undefeated champions of North America for the moment. TSM and Denial tied in the 3rd-4 spot at 5-3. Eager dropping to tie with Legion of Carrots in the 5th and 6th positions there. Cognitive Gaming playing out of the 2-6, 0-8 for Enemy.
You know, Denial getting a win on Eager is probably the biggest story in that split, considering they would be 4-4 with Eager. It should be a tie, but they managed a pretty janky comeback win and put themselves slightly ahead, which is going to help because Eager, generally all of their losses have been to, I mean, we just saw 2 to AFK, right? I mean, we saw...
AFK, they lost to Denial.
Right, lost 1 to Denial and I think TSM.
TSM, they lost their game.
So they still have to play Cloud9, who is, I think,
the undefeated Cloud9 in North America. Still on their schedule. It's a long and difficult path for Eager to land, but maybe they'll make it, guys. Continue to tune in. We would love it if you did. We'll be back with our next game is Thursday of next week at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Continuing coverage on Saturday and Sunday as well. That does it for us from the desk here in Atlanta. For Brandon, I'm Bart, all the production guys, and everybody at home. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time here on the Smite Pro League.